Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners TetrisAttakr Speedrun Tournament 2024. I am head tournament organizer Cards of the Hearts, joined once again by Tayman ND. And Tayman, this feels sort of unlike an unlikely matchup to see here in the losers quarterfinals, isn't it, with Ty and TetrisAttakr?
Yeah, we have a pair of dark horses here. They've been both playing really well and have made it through some top competitors. We see TA beat Foxy Man, and Ty, I believe, Ty beat you earlier in this tournament to get to this point before losing up in the main bracket. So yeah, I mean, like, no one is is safe in this game. It easily could have been myself and Foxy, but that's just how TetrisAttakr and like especially these harder difficulties will shake out sometimes. So like one of these Cinderella stories is gonna keep rolling on into the top four and set up a match with you tomorrow, Cards. I think this is gonna be this super exciting matchup.
Oh yes, yes. This one, these two are kind of all over the place, for lack of a better term. They have some really fast highs and they get some really low lows, especially in V hard. Last time these two played against each other in a TetrisAttakr tournament was in 2022, where it was a very close matchup in the pool stage between these two. TetrisAttakr took the win 3-2, but Ty won the V hard race in that popcorn level pick format.
Well, there you go. Ty's gonna win 3-0.
All right, what's your real prediction on how this is going to go? Because Ty's coming off a rather rough loss to FFR Pro in the V hard round, whereas TetrisAttakr had to claw and fight all the way from the very beginning of the losers bracket and had to take names like BB Forky and Foxy Man out along the way to get here. So who do you got for this?
Yeah, it's funny because I had that 3-0 comeback against TA the very first round, and now he's outlasted me in the tournament. Wow. And Ty's just been playing like really well. I don't know if losing against FFR Pro really negates that, but I think the theme of this matchup is the battle of the glass cannons. Which glass was made with a stronger polymer? Whatever goes into glass, polymers or polyethylenes or something. Which one's gonna hold together? I think Ty is gonna keep this ball rolling. Like, I really want him. I want him to be the narrative of this tournament, because he has just such explosive attacks, and we've all been waiting for him to put it all together. I think TA is gonna have like one or two heck of a runs here, but I think Ty is ultimately going to take it in 4.
All right, let's see how this match turned out. This match was played fairly late last night, as some schedules were conflicted a little bit. But I've been having a bit of a conniption trying to keep this under wraps and let you puzzlers know how this turned out. So it is time to reveal how this match turned out, with our 7-seed Ty and our 11-seed TetrisAttakr in the losers quarterfinals. I'm not sure either of them thought they were going to get to this point, but one of them will lock themselves into the top 4 starting right now.
Right now. I was drinking my tea.
Alright, I believe we're listening to Ty's audio for the start of this matchup. Actually, TetrisAttakr still doesn't have his game audio situation solved, so we will only be listening to Ty for this matchup. And also, TetrisAttakr was a little bit under the weather for this one. In fact, he might be seeing a little bit double at the present moment of this match. But we are in VHard only. The dark red backgrounds on the level select tells you that it is the hardest level and not just regular pink hard. So, best of 5 between these two. The first to win 3 of these races will win the whole kit and caboodle. And we are getting game 1 underway. And
yeah, pretty synced up here too.
Indeed, that always helps when the streams are able to align.
I guess.
Ooh, that's a very low Lakitu for TetrisAttakr, but he sends the 8 lines necessary to win in 15 seconds. Ty not getting the combos in this chain to make it work, and
the auto clear off the stack raise.
Ugh, this is not the kind of place Ty wants to be starting.
Oh, don't
this
do that
match in. He's not been sending the combos to make this work. And TetrisAttakr ending that chain with an 8 combo. TA definitely knows how to send the combos.
Yeah, TA has very strong combo game. That might be his strength against Ty. Definitely doesn't have the cursor speed, but you better be careful, Ty. Ty going all the way up to the top.
Yeah, you have to wonder a little bit because on I think on more Ty speed as a versus player, he tends to play on level 10, and that's an insta kill when you reach the top of the screen. So you always gotta sweat it a little bit. At level 6 speed, I believe you have 40 frames once you reach the top to do something, so it's not as bad, but it always makes you worry just a little bit. Okay, Ty getting this Poochie stage a lot better with a
with the clear
5
the pillar.
chain. The combos are still not coming down right away. Maybe some of them got glued together as they tend to do. Oh wow,
Nice.
Wiggler way out of position to deal with that 5 lines required stage for TetrisAttakr. A 14-second affair is going to put him quite a decent ways into the lead early on. Of course, it is still very early on, as we've seen multiple times out of this tournament already. Bowser is looming at the end of this 12-stage affair of VHard. Wow, 3 lines needed. 3 lines we went down to. Unfortunate.
TA is just trying to find whatever he can, and TetrisAttakr, raise your stacker, as we often say. And one of the reasons we encourage players to raise their stack, maybe not to the top, but definitely a handful, just gives you more ammo to work with. And you see TA there, like kind of lower, having a harder time finding extra follow-up material. But it does get out of there at a somewhat reasonable time.
Ooh, an 8 combo to finish off Ty's chain, but it feels like Ty's combos have not come together all that well. He hasn't made that many combos in his initial chain. I'm seeing a bunch of opponents with only 2 lines of combo garbage on top of him after Ty's initial attack, and it's giving these opponents a little bit extra time to
what
operate.
Are you doing? Down stack. Oh, this
40.
Blarg is
41. And yeah, this Blarg is also doing work against one of his kindred spirits, as it were. TetrisAttakr repping the Blarg avatar, seeing double a little bit, being a little bit under the weather. So
nice
I wonder
job.
how much that's gonna play a role in how TA plays in this match. Oh, come on, Blarg. Ty's Blarg was trying to clear a set of reds to get to that garbage and happened to clear something else along the way. That is just unfortunate.
Ty's still going to make up about 15 seconds on that stage. Going into Lunchfish right as TA is leaving it. TA gets a 21. Ty could possibly make up a little bit of time, but Lunchfish has a reputation for not being super cooperative, going down pretty low. Ty's going to cut that off pretty early. One line short.
Again, this is what Lunchfish tends to do. 8 lines would have been enough to beat that fish, but Ty had sent, I think, 6 or 7. It was not quite enough. Also, Raphael tends to get down low enough to need 8, 9 lines on more than one occasion. So the attacks are a little bit short from both players right now, but by and large, TetrisAttakr has been able to make more of the combos to top off these foes and is getting into the Cave of Wickedness at about 5:31.
Raven, what? Raven, what are we doing?
That is not so Raven, I must say. Here we go with TetrisAttakr into the cave, making some combos to start the chain. The chain did leave a little something to be desired, but on the stack raise,
that was multi-filler setup.
That was so well timed from TetrisAttakr. Like, timing on these attacks ends up being so critical to the links on these stages. Now that we're in the Cave of Wickedness, for both players, these foes know how to chain.
That's good on Ty's side.
Yeah, some decent timing on that attack as well. Alright, TetrisAttakr getting a 4 chain on that attack. 4 chains are okay if you make enough combos, but TetrisAttakr did not make enough combos on this attack.
Oh, nice. A nice 3 chain with a 5 combo in there. That's a good top off. Good to delay that send, so Plant would do that clear before the garbage comes. Gets a 28. That's not bad for Cave. Let's see if Ty gets anything good. He does.
Oh 13. Boy. Oh boy, that was massive. Like, Ty's about 5 seconds behind TetrisAttakr at this point. We might be seeing Bowser decide yet another V-Hard race. Maybe. We'll have to see what Kamek does here. Ooh, 8 combo. Love to see those.
8 combo. That's like a nice instant 3 lines. Down stack. Gets
and that's gonna get a 15 out of Kamek. That is wonderful. Oh, got some pillars here. Is Ty setting enough combos? Yes, sir. Ooh. That's an 18. Cow. That's worth a fist pump. Here we go.
Both Ty and TA on pace for mid 830s. It's gonna be a tough loss for whichever one doesn't come out on top here. These are very solid times.
Oh, TetrisAttakr wanted that 8 combo to finish the chain. Ends up cutting off the chain, but ends up getting a good amount of lines. As soon as Bowser stops down stacking, it's gonna be good. And excuse me, Ty Bowser, that's a 10 chain.
What's happening? Well,
Are you kidding
me? Position, but the screen shake gonna get Bowser time. But I don't think Bowser does anything else after the what?
Oh.
What about right now?
Oh, now TA Bowser.
Ty is short.
Has time.
Oh, I don't think Ty is a. No, Ty hasn't.
Okay. No, Ty Bowser got absolutely dumpstered by Bowser's 10 chain, and now Ty has to just wait for garbage to transform in order to get a follow-up attack. This is a terrible spot that Ty is in, and TetrisAttakr is just waiting for Bowser to not do something. Oh, there's the chain off the garbage. Oh, that's gonna waste even more time. Bowser going top to bottom, getting to the second tier, getting to some more garbage clears. Ty still doesn't have enough to top off Bowser. Ty has continued to be very low on his own stack as a result of that 10 chain of pressure.
Well, some idiot thought that these guys were on an 8:30 pace, and boy, they have not played this game before. I don't think.
Oh, don't sweat it. This game makes fools out of us all.
Oh my god.
And it's these Bowsers are going to go 2+ minutes. Are you kidding me? Oh, Bowser. Oh, TetrisAttakr runs out of panels.
You got a razor stack, TA. What's happening here? Oh my god! I thought TA had that because I thought Ty was not going to be able to send Bowser enough. But in a dramatic reversal, dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine if
oh, Ty runs out of time!
Oh my god!
Ty runs out after 2.5 minutes! And the advantage is back on TetrisAttakr again!
Pillars,
Is the combo sending good? Crushed! TetrisAttakr takes the game with a 10-43 after both players having to reset their stage following a loss. What in the world? Like TetrisAttakr spent 3 minutes on those Bowsers. Like,
so stupid.
Bowser once again deciding another race. Ty getting an 11-19 after that run back. Let's give our 11 seed another star. Oh man, Bowser. Bowser, what are we doing, bruh? What are we doing? The hell are we doing?
It's the day of Bowser today. He is the star of the show. He's been lying in wait until we reach the V-hard stage of the tournament. And like, do you remember past tournaments having V-hard Bowsers this bad? Like consistently in a cluster.
My mind immediately goes to 2022 when Kanayo and Galloping Conch had an absolutely horrid string of Bowser stages in their V-hard round of their popcorn pools match. Like that was the last legendarily bad Bowser that we saw from that was unilaterally bad for both players. I tell you, that one's going to be remembered for a while. This one is going to be remembered for a while for how bad it was for everybody involved. Both players spending 3+ minutes on their Bowser stages. I don't think anyone really has it figured out. Even Yoshi has some problems with the occasional Bowser stage. I don't think anyone really has figured out a consistent method for beating Bowser in a decently quick fashion. The first to figure that out will definitely get a lot of cred in this community, I will tell you that much. Here we go with game 2. As TetrisAttakr has the first star, and Ty will be looking to make a bounce back. 5 chains, lots of combos for TetrisAttakr, but runs into a garbage clear. Ty avoids the garbage clear and will take the first stage in 14 seconds. This is a very back and forth run, puzzlers. The V-hard will definitely take no prisoners. You have to be on point with your combos and chains. Like Ty is there for the 13. TetrisAttakr letting his attack breathe, having an 8 combo in queue. ready to swap as soon as the panels fell. You have to let your attacks breathe. You have to give your garbage time to drop on your opponent, or otherwise the follow-up attack might keep your combo garbage from landing. Combo garbage, so critical to shortening these attacks, shortening these stages. Not quite working out for TetrisAttakr on this Poochie. Gonna deal with a little bit more. Ty is first out of the first quarter of the run. And once again, maybe some PvP instincts taking over. Ty has a tendency to lead his attacks with 2-4 combos, which works wonders in Pokemon Puzzle League, but
yes.
But as you can see, the 3 wide garbage blocks don't really stack that well on top of each other when you send them in succession like that. TetrisAttakr getting a lot better of a stacking series of combos to get that Wiggler in 15 seconds. Okay.
Nice 5 combo setup there. Yeah, into another 5 combo. And he's gotten better at getting the non-4s. I say as he gets like 3-4 combos in a row. But we've definitely seen him throughout this tournament weaving in more 5s. And TA is gonna bake a little bit of time. Yeah, a few seconds there.
A little bit. Just a little bit going there. This is still very early on. I mean, if Bowser can waste 3 minutes of both of these opponents' time, this race is far from over.
I think Ty misread that situation, but he's gonna do try to do a little recovery here. But that TA is low on his side.
Oh boy, we're getting a little bit more of TetrisAttakr Raise Your Stacker. Look how low he is right now. He can afford to raise at least 3 more rows, and get more options. But
yeah, he wouldn't even be close to the top.
Like that is definitely a lesson that people take a fair amount of time to learn. I think we also have somewhat infamously in our community, I Like Being Smart was a bit of a timid stack raiser for the longest time. The moment you start thinking of these panels as ammunition for your next attack, the sooner I think you will better off be. It's like in a card game. I used to play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh as TetrisAttakr finishes that lunchfish in 19 seconds, and Ty's lunchfish continues to
what is stop time?
Make matches and combos and clear stuff. Oh my goodness!
I think Ty's getting a little pinned here. Ty's gotta send more. No.
Oh no, that's gonna last a long time.
And there's going to be a couple chains in there. Is there going to be another? There's going to be an
chain.
Automatic 5 chain.
These foes don't know how to set up chains. That's just unlucky to get that. My
finally
goodness.
Gonna be it. Oh my god, that is the bollocks right there.
Oh boy, we're not rated PG for nothing. That's going to put TetrisAttakr into the cave first by a fairly significant margin, about 10 to 12 seconds. But as I was saying earlier, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In card game form for a fair amount of time. Nice 15 from Ty's Raven. Gonna take the sting off of that lunchfish just a little bit. And one of the things you consider in card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, like Magic the Gathering, is life. Like life is a a lose condition in that game. If you lose all of your life, you lose the game. But one of the lessons that you tend to learn in competitive play is that, especially in the cards that would use life as a resource, you the sooner you're able to make use of your life as a resource, the better off that your play tends to get. So
it's funny, I was thinking of the exact same metaphor as you talked about panels as a resource. There was like a very popular Magic deck a few years ago that what it wanted to do was burn its life total like down by 5 or 7 on the very first turn, and I guess like that's the equivalent in this game to raising your stack all the way to the top, and if you're a good player, like that's not a disadvantage.
For sure. Alright, back to the match at hand. TetrisAttakr dealing with a Kamek that will not stop clearing, but that's going to be a 34, and don't look now, TetrisAttakr has an outside shot at sub 8 minutes, as Ty is just now finishing the plant. So if TetrisAttakr could get a good Bowser, he can really put a stranglehold on this match. There might have been 8 combo in there somewhere for TetrisAttakr to get to. It took a lot of time and sells for a 7 combo. And Bowser's doing it again. The 4 chain. That gave Bowser so much extra room.
TA's not sent enough here, but this Ty's Kamek getting some good panel luck, and Ty is not sent enough here.
This is being an interesting contrast from Game 1. Game 1, it felt like Ty was lacking on the combos to top off his foes. Now it feels like he's lacking on the chains.
Oh my god. Kamek, please, just for once. Okay.
Oh, TetrisAttakr selling out for this Bowser! Oh no! TetrisAttakr runs out of time before Bowser could run out of time!
TetrisAttakr.
TetrisAttakr, raise your stacker. Oh, not again. So that's the break Ty might need to get back into this match. Ty getting a very nice lag 5 chain. I don't know if the combos are here on this. So this screen's gonna shake a lot while Bowser goes off on this 6 chain. And the 6 combo to rub it in.
TA has this.
Oh, Bowser is out of position, out of time, and TetrisAttakr wins game 2 with a time of 9 minutes 35 seconds. Ty will settle for a officially 950. Definitely some relief there in the Bowser's being slightly more cooperative. Emphasis on the word slightly.
Yeah, only TA tried to do that swap to stave off that kill, but only our top players can mash the A button at 60 times per second.
I think you could like the swap animation takes, I think, 3 frames, maybe it's 4 frames. You can get a swap in like every 3 or 4 frames to get an effective swap. Although you can kind of like buffer swaps a little bit. I forget how that works. It's very rare that you get down to that situation and make it so that you need to rely on the swapping to like slow the drain on your stack health when you get that low. I have to go back and revisit that. But as it stands now, TetrisAttakr might be seeing double, but now has double the stars on the board. So, just like that, Ty is on the ropes for his tournament life on the most random level that this versus game has. And it feels like, to me, Tatemy and Ty's had different problems with his attacks. It's at the start it seemed like the combos were lacking. Now it feels like the chains are lacking. Are you seeing something different Ty could be doing to maximize his chances here?
To me, it looks like he could build bigger follow-up attacks. It looks like he's panicking a bit and just doing combo spams when he's trying to top off the opponent, and that tends to catch you in a vicious cycle of just being 1 or 2 lines short. And like sometimes you just need to pause a bit and send another 4 or 5 chain. But you know, it is an understanding impulse because we're trying to beat these stages as fast as possible, especially in a tournament setting. He gets the frame perfect kill. TA is
very
1 line
clutch.
short.
No, that's gonna waste a little bit of ground, but it's all good. 20-something second stages are definitely fine. And I really love what Ty did there on that Lakitu. He actually recognized that the chain was ending and went to a different part of his board, his field, to restart the chain. Actually create a little bit of a lag chain. So Ty was able to build a little bit of a faster chain sequence, and that allowed that stage to end in 13 seconds. If he was a little bit slower in reacting to the chain and continuing it, he would have lost quite a few more seconds.
Yeah, that's something I tend to do as well. It goes back to discussion we had in an earlier match today about fast follow-ups on drop chains. Like, you don't want to spend too much time scanning for your next attack. You just want to get something started. Like whatever you see, if you can get a chain off of it. And I think there's a difference between, like, you know, bad panic follow-ups and very fast follow-ups. I think a good follow-up is something you can actually get some muscle behind.
You always want to have a plan. It doesn't matter where you are at in a stage. You always want to have a plan for your next move. If you can think two moves ahead, great. If you can only think 1 move ahead, that's fine too. But you've always got to be trying to think ahead to what your next move is going to be. And the faster you're able to come up with the next move, the faster you're going to be able to get 8 lines of attacks on opponents like Ty just did onto Wiggler for that 14. The people who are the best at this speedrun are truly the ones who are the best at improv. Like this mode really does kind of force you to improv anyway, because the panels are never the same. Like, unless you specifically dedicate a set of inputs to manipulate the first stage or so, you're not going to get the same stage every time.
Is Frog gonna have time to get that clear?
The random match gave
and there's gonna be a clear
Froggy
off of that,
time.
TA's Froggy's also really low. There's gonna be a clear. There's a lag 3 chain on Froggy. That might. Okay, nothing else to do there.
Goodness gracious.
But that's TA not getting a frog he's proud of, but still gonna make him 11 seconds. We're just about tied here in game 3.
And again, this is a must-win race for Ty in order to keep the tournament hopes alive. This is also the point where we start paying our top finishers from our crowdfunded prize pool. Right now, the prize pool is sitting at $220 out of our initial stretch goal of $500. If you want to give your support to our players, players that can exit the first half of the level in about 4 minutes consistently, then you can type !pool in the live Twitch chat to get a link to our tipping page where you can give that support. Also bits and subscriptions to our Twitch channel at Puzzle Speedrun will also add a little bit to our prize pool. But these two are fighting for a guaranteed spot in the top 4, where they're guaranteed to get paid out. So lot to play for in this match. Alright, how is TetrisAttakr going to deal with this Raphael? Okay, gets a 6 combo to start, and then a 5, and then a 4. 5 chain with that combo send might be okay. Nope, 7 lines needed 8. That happens so often with Raphael. Again, Ty's Raphael is also incredibly low.
Why don't we learn? Why don't we just go out to X7 at least on Raven? Like we never do, and I fall in that trap too. It's like, well, maybe I'll get it this time, but nope.
It's so much easier said than done too. Like if you're gonna send 8 lines of garbage in like a 15-second span, you have to incorporate a lot of combos in that as well. And honestly, incorporating combos into chains is not the easiest thing to do. It's one of the biggest hurdles that newer players run into trying to learn how to play this game, much less speedrun it.
I want to say that the first time I was doing casual speedruns of this, shortly before SGDQ 2017, I think I set a timer. So Ty gets an 18 seconds there. I set a timer and was just sending like 9 chains or 10 chains. I was just chaining the heck out of them. And I think I got a sub 10 time with that, but it's not the most optimal. That's good for players starting out, but you know, to improve your skills, you gotta weave in some combos in there.
Yeah, one of the places you can kind of follow along with the speedrun history of the mode is Speed Demo's archive. They've got quite a few runners, quite a few runs that date back to 2007, where players were submitting times to their little leaderboard. Crushed Plant.
31 for Ty. This TA could make up some time, but I don't know if his follow-up's gonna be good enough here. Okay.
Okay. Oh. Well, that's probably as safe as that one was going to get. Oh well.
Oh, that
in
is.
In case, as I was saying with Speed Demo's archive, if you're able to go there and follow the progression of TetrisAttakr runs that were submitted to that site, the later you go, the more and more combos you see incorporated into players' chains. It's really the combo sends that make the biggest difference in.
You gotta send more. Okay,
how these go. That's enough. That's enough for Ty.
All right, Ty is going into Bowser with at least like a 10-second lead, depending on how TA's Kamet goes. And can one of our competitors have Bowser do them a solid? Can they get the 100 star present from Bowser?
It's sad that 100 star present never pays out. You always think that, oh, today's the day you're gonna get the 100 star present. Then you roll it and it's like, oh no, Bowser runs away. And Bowser ran very quickly away from that stage.
10,000 coin present for Ty.
Goodness gracious, 17 seconds on that Bowser. Woo. And Ty survives with a game 3 time of 8:46. much needed run to stay alive and pick up star number 1. So clutch. And this may be a microcosm of things to come if the match changes. TetrisAttakr dealing with a very low stack yet again. No, that 3 chain was probably not a good idea. Okay, Bowser hadn't sent anything in retaliation, but but getting that kind of low is definitely very scary, as TetrisAttakr already seen multiple times. Oh, crush Bowser. Boom! Crushed Bowser.
Oh, you love. Oh, Bowser could have gotten it clear with those reds. I don't think that's technically a conch, but
they never see it. They basically never see that. so like, once they stop moving like that, it's basically done.
My understanding is that they only on second tier they only notice blocks in specific patterns. Like that would be too complex of a setup for the AI to notice.
TetrisAttakr selling for a 958 in that game 3, and we're seeing Ty make progressive improvements in his times, whereas TetrisAttakr's kind of been averaging in the high 9-minute range throughout. Like, TA's been consistent, but hasn't really brought anything super fast so far. So if that's something to potentially keep an eye on for this match to go to a game 5, as several people watching are definitely rooting for. Yeah. Okay, Ty's gonna have to try and bring it once again. Here we go, game 4.
Oof.
Once again, Ty fighting for his tournament life. So 2 4s from Ty to start that chain. Just nothing.
Oh, look at how low
that.
TA's Blackatu is. What is going on? Please.
This is absurd. 1 line for Blackatu for TA. Ty's went down to 3 lines.
Doing
come on.
25 and 26. No one's happy about that, but you know, I don't know if these either our players screen watch here, but you'd at least, even if you both get bad times, you at least kind of say like, well, why couldn't I have gotten a good time if my opponent got a bad time and give me a bit of a lead? Like, I know I was screen watching in our match cards, and there's a couple times where we both got 30s, and I was like, well, why couldn't have I gotten a 15?
you know, if one thing, you know, if one thing were different thing, then different thing would have happened.
Wow.
That's usually how that goes. And
another 27.
All right. TetrisAttakr getting a 4 chain. Most he can do on this Poochie. These combos need to drop. And that will land in 15 seconds. That's more like the kind of speed our players want to see.
Ty is gonna cap that off with a 4 combo. There's some multi pillars on Poochie. Getting a 16, that's pretty solid.
Pillars do be holding very strong. Okay, 5 chain from TetrisAttakr catches Wiggler on a raise, so I can't imagine Wiggler will have much time to do anything else after this lands, and will barely not have time for the 20.
You gotta rebuild Ty.
Yeah, Ty had a little bit of a double swap to break up the chain. Like, yeah, now you just restart the chain. Now you just build up to like X5 or whatever you usually want want to do. These combo spams are not going to cut it.
You gotta raise your stack. I guess to clear second tier.
Oh, this is giving
That's a lot of
Wiggler so many more paddles to be able to get that chain.
anti-conch? Anti-conch.
Reverse conch. Of course.
Love to see it. Oh man,
TA Froggy down to row 3.
they're down so low.
Down, like this is what it means to be down bad, right? Because these opponents are bad and they are down really low.
Ty did not spot an obvious extension there. This is going to be another struggle stage early on. Oh, but here's a pillar. Never mind.
Ooh, never mind indeed. Pillars hold.
Gets bailed out by the pillars.
Okay. TA eyeing this red 5 combo to continue the chain. Gets a lag 5 chain and will end it there. The timing. Oh! That was such a good idea.
I was frames away.
But Blarg will immediately fall after this. Oh, I love that thought. After that 5 chains, we're gonna figure. Yeah, you made enough combos. That's certainly enough, right? And it would have been if the timing. It would have been, but for the timing on that attack, just unfortunate.
Oh, no. Ty is not sent enough here. That's gonna be 26. I mean, no atrocious stages, but you don't really want multiple 25s in V hard. Oh, be careful, TA. His Blarg's his Blarg is really going to town.
I mean, TetrisAttakr went 6 chain on this one, followed up with a big beefy chain that made the screen shake a lot. So a little bit more time will be wasted, but that was basically safe. That was a safe attack as far as TetrisAttakr was concerned.
It's gonna be a chain here. Maybe this will be something. Okay.
Okay. Ty's hanging in there. Oh, there was a different way to extend that chain, and TetrisAttakr kind of double tapped his way out of that chain.
Maybe the cold hands at play there. It's gonna give Raven time to. Okay, a bit of a color conflict here on Ty's side, but navigates it pretty well. And this depending on okay. So TA's Raven goes down in 31. Does Ty have a chance to make up time here? No, because his Raven's on the second line.
Ty did not have anything to take advantage of a low bird, and now the bird is giving Ty the bird with the 3 chain from the garbage. No, this is. What
I mean, like,
game. What are we doing?
I don't think Ty has had the strongest attacks, but the game is giving him like no slack at all, basically.
And TetrisAttakr's hook bill really did not chain at all. By contrast, allowing for a 16-second time as both players are now entering the cave. TetrisAttakr with a full stage lead and looking to pull off something I think we could properly classify as an upset. At least by the seeding.
Yeah, I think Ty is. But not. One
line short. Not quite there.
And
that was ambitious.
Down stacking.
Oh! 15 from TetrisAttakr. This cave is flying by right now. The finish line is in sight, and TetrisAttakr is trying to race to it as fast as he possibly can. Considering this match was recorded late last night, he did not know who exactly he was going to face in the next round, but you have to think in the back of both of these players' minds that one of them was going to have to play either me or Beef, and
you gotta drop the attack
in the next round. Either prospect was not looking too great for them, but they are fighting.
Might be good here.
That's 24. Kamek out of position. will allow for a 33. And with a full stage lead, TetrisAttakr seeks to close out this match right here, right now.
Ooh. Ty's going to have to hope that we get another one of those patented 3-minute Bowsers today. Yep, he's going to... That's a solid attack.
Okay, a 4 chain.
Needs to get some follow-up, though.
TetrisAttakr sending a lot of combos. Lots of 8 combos, a 6
How
combo.
Did you have... Oh, look at these pillars on Bowser's side, but there's a clear right there.
Wait,
this might be good.
Wait, Bowser's not chaining.
Oh,
Bowser's not chaining. That will do it.
That could be good.
TetrisAttakr pulls it off yet again. And what a time to clutch out his best race of the match. 8:24. What a run. What a crazy set of races by these players. It's hard to argue Ty did anything consistently wrong here. A lot of these stages were just not up to Ty's liking, and Ty will finish this out with a 9-15. Fairly solid all around. That game 1 might be haunting him for a little bit, but all in all, I think both of our players did very well in this match. Lots of combos and lag chains were flying all over the place. But it is our 11th seed continuing the run yet again. Star number 3 and the win. Whew!
GG's to TA. Keeping the memory of Arizona alive.
Oh man, TetrisAttakr locks his spot in the top 4. It's a guaranteed payday from the prize pool. And there might be a bigger prize in store for him as soon as we are able to show the result. So let's make it official.
The chunk.
3-1. TetrisAttakr stays alive in the tournament against seemingly all odds. Had to bump against you, Tayman, so early on. Got knocked into the absolute first round of the losers bracket. Got through Paratroopa. Got through Zeplander. Upset BB Forky. Upset Foxy Man. Upset Ty. And now it comes TetrisAttakr's most harrowing task yet.
Ty showing a little modesty in chat, questioning whether this was an upset. But I think the way we'd seen Ty play earlier in this tournament, you can call it an upset. And not terrible play from him today. Just got cut no slack by the AI and just way too many 20-25 second stages in that final game, and that really put him behind. So good showing from Ty, but the run from TA continues, and you got a showdown with him tomorrow, and you just gotta hope that the glass cannon doesn't blow up in your face tomorrow, Cards.
I swear, if TetrisAttakr brings at least 4 games like that game 4 against Ty, I would have problems. Let's just say that. So it might be fair to go ahead and dub this the Cold Hands Bowl. between the two of us, because we both have cold hand problems when we get into tournament time, and yeah, this is going to be quite something. V-Hard Best of 5. V-Hard has been taking names all over the place in this tournament, as Bowser really tends to do in just about every tournament, honestly, at this point. But this is going to be a good one. And just look at the people that are left in this field. Yoshi is awaiting in the wings of Grand Finals, and either FFR Pro, myself, or TetrisAttakr will be taking him on. So we've got a few matches left to resolve before we get into the absolute end game of this Tayman, but that's gonna do it for our coverage today. Tayman, from what you were able to see today, any final thoughts on how everything went?
I think today the RNG of V-Hard has shown its face. I don't think we saw any obviously horrible play today cards. You know, there's always going to be the occasional dropped chain or accidental clear, but overall our players performed pretty well, like, as you'd expect in this tournament. But just the RNG was brutal. We saw we saw a bunch of one more lines. We saw a couple one or two line Lakitus. We had 3-minute Bowsers, I think, 3 or 4 of those. So playing well will only get you so far. I don't think Beefin or Ty can really blame themselves with how their matches went, because we're all playing against the game. They're not necessarily playing against each other, and so like we've talked about this whole tournament, everyone's just so good and should be proud of themselves for being in the tournament and getting this far.
Yeah, we're really getting into a skill versus RNG battle, and right now RNG is winning, but we've got a little bit of time left to show this game who's boss, and TetrisAttakr and I are going to try and show this game who's boss tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that. Also, a little bit of a programming reminder: we're actually not going to have any matches next weekend by all estimation. We're going to take a little bit of a break with the Versus tournament and bring you a little bit of a side tournament for you this time next week. We will have our Endless tournament for the people who are interested in that. It's an open sign up. Sign-ups open, I think, are through Wednesday. Next Wednesday, if I'm remembering which date I set the cutoff at. But if you want to get involved with these proceedings, the Endless Tournament is probably the easiest way to get into it, and signups will close soon on that. So we hope to see you there, and we hope to see you tomorrow for the losers semifinals match between myself and TetrisAttakr. So for Tayman and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards with Heart saying, until next time everyone, happy puzzling.